What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Friday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. I'm your host for this 365-day extravaganza that we call the Daily Juice from BettingPros. You guys are watching this on the BettingPros YouTube channel, or you are listening to this podcast wherever you guys get your podcasts. You can follow me on my socials at Sports Talk Matt. That's all of them, at Sports Talk Matt. And we are back after another winning day. It's been a very good week. We are really doing a good job of building the bankroll back up after what had been a pretty bad run for us. We're now sitting here in the black, and we're now feeling pretty good about ourselves here as we continue to roll through this month. We're now up over 8 units for this podcast in 2025 after winning the Bubba Watson over Max Homa prop bet, which was good. Red Sox and the Blue Jays go under. Game went to extras, still went under, and the Red Sox won. So if you added the Red Sox money line on that, you would have won 3.15 units on the day. Officially, we won 2 units on the day, 2.15 on that. Today, I'm going to come back with 2 second-round bets for the Masters and 1 Major League Baseball bet to jump in. It's kind of a system play, and you're going to go, oh, that's kind of boring, but we're going to keep on doing it until we get a really firm adjustment here with these teams, in particular with the baseball game that's going on today in Sacramento. You may know and guess where I'm going to go with that. So more on that coming up here in just 1 second. But before we give you the picks, reminder on the Penny Hardaway jersey. If you want to win this thing, thanks to our friends at Pristine Auction, you're going to subscribe to the BettingPros YouTube channel and comment on this video. We're going to pull the winner on May 2nd. So you got to get into this. Make sure you have the notifications turned on in order to be alerted when the video drops for the Penny Hardaway USA basketball autographed jersey, thanks to pristineauction.com. Subscribe to the Betting Pros YouTube channel and comment on a Daily Juice video. If you do that, you are entered to win that said jersey. Now, it's a wonky time in the NBA, but if you're going to miss out and go, oh man, I miss NBA player props, or I wonder if I bet this or bet that, would that be a successful way of approaching the last 2 games of the NBA, which is Friday and Sunday? Everyone plays today. Everyone plays on Sunday. I want nothing to do with the NBA, but maybe you do. And if you do, it might be a good time to check out the betting systems on the BettingPros app. This is something you can build if you are interested in doing so. You guys can use the BettingPros betting system tool to design a winning strategy and make smarter bets. You can customize your betting systems by sport, bet type, and time frame to find the best opportunities using real-time data and expert analysis. Track the performance of different betting systems over time and optimize your bets to increase your chances of success. Download the Betting Pros app today or go to bettingpros.com/systems to evaluate your betting strategies and to make smarter bets. Download the Betting Pros app today and check out the Betting Pros betting systems here on the application. Okay, let's go back to the well. Max Homa. Let's talk about the weather. It's downpouring right now. According to AccuWeather, according to the radar, there is a downpour at Augusta National right now. Thunderstorms rolling through. Big line, okay? That's going to make this golf course a lot easier to play. However, the wind behind it is not going to be easy. There's going to be 15 to 20 mile per hour winds at Augusta, okay? We know what Max Homa is doing. Max Homa did not perform well. Bubba Watson beat him. Max Homa on round number 1 shot a 2 over par, 74. His card was crazy yesterday. I mean, it was all over the place. He went par, birdie, birdie, par, bogey, bogey, par, par, birdie, bogey, par, birdie, double bogey, par, par, birdie, par, par. Look, that is all over the place. And when you're all over the place at a golf course like Augusta National, not always a good thing. On top of that, the wind's going to make it much more difficult. In terms of where he has been putting-wise, I mean, greens hit in regulation, 12 out of 18 in round one. Fairways hit in regulation, just 9 out of 14 fairways hit. His driving distance was pretty much the average. 296 was the average in round one. He was at 294. Sand saves, he was 0 for 1. And overall putting, he was worse than the field. Average putting was 1.68. He was 1.72. There's a head-to-head at Circa Sports between Charles Schwartzel, who also was 2 over, and Max Homa. This is what happened to Charles Schwartzel, who, by the way, is a former winner of this golf tournament for the Masters, winning the 2011 Masters. He parred every single hole, 13 straight, until hole 14, where he went bogey on 14, bogey on 15, par on 16, birdie on 17, bogey on 18. I'm going to take the guy who is being more consistent on the golf course, the guy who hit greens in regulation, was pretty good at that, 12 of 18, hit fairways, 11 of 14. His driving distance was well back at 285, but that's not a horrible thing here. Sand saves, he was 1 for 2. In overall putting, he was like Max Homa. He was worse than the field. The field was 1.68. He was 1.78. Longest drive was 298. That's not bad. It's okay. The guy knows the course. The guy has won the green jacket. He knows what it takes. Max Homa is all over the place. And if the wind is blowing, it's only going to make him more erratic and make him more inconsistent. He's still trying to find it. Max Homa is still trying to find where he's going and where the ball is going. He may make the cut, but I'm going to take Charles Schwartzel. Head-to-head, round 2, Charles Schwartzel over Max Homa coming up here today for round number 2. We're going to jump in. That is a minus 122. Schwartzel is the favorite for 1.22 units. Now, second bet. The rain's going to be significant because while the first 2 guys we talked about, Homa and Schwartzel, they're teeing off early at the Masters. In fact, I'll still be asleep when they tee off. They're teeing off at, Schwartzel tees off at 8:35 Eastern, and Homa tees off at 8:52 Eastern. Now, they're going to get some wind, but they're going to get the softer conditions because the rain will have rolled through. Now, how windy does it get? Not significant. 15 to 20 mile per hour winds. That's breezy. That's not like a gust. That's not 40 and 50 mile per hour winds. It's going to be breezy. So it could impact some shots. It could impact some putts, but nothing overly crazy. The best golfers play the best when the conditions are the hardest. And the best golfer on the planet right now is Scottie Scheffler. Scottie Scheffler is going to tee off late. He's going to tee off all the way into the afternoon at 1:23 Eastern time. He's one of the last golfers to go off on to round number 2. After everything's been trampled down, after all the wind, and you get a great sense of what the golf course is doing. He shot a 68 yesterday, 4 under par. He was tremendous. I mean, Scottie's round was, he birdied 2, he birdied 4, he birdied 8, and he birdied 16, and he parred the rest. A bogey-free round. And he had some bad breaks. He had some scrambling to do to make birdie. He was as good as advertised, as good as you would expect Scottie Scheffler to go. He was greens in regulation, 11 of 18. Fairways hit, 10 of 14. Driving distance was literally the average, 296. That's the average. Sand saves, he was perfect, 2 for 2. Why? Because he's Scottie Scheffler. And putting, he was better than the field by a ways. 1.68, he was 1.44 putts per green. So Scottie's putting really well. He's driving really well. He's hitting fairways. He's hitting greens in regulation. He's the best player in the world. 70.5. I need him 2 under par. Can he shoot 2 under par? Even with the wind, yes, I think he can shoot 2 under par. Now, I will tell you this. Round 2 has not been great the last 2 years for Scottie Scheffler. 72-75, last 2 second rounds. However, he shot a 67 in 2022, 72 in 2021, and 68 in 2020. So 2 of the last 5 rounds, he's gone under a 70.5 number. But I like the fact that he's playing late in the day. I like the fact that he'll have a golf course that's been pretty beaten up. It may be firm, and it may be firmer than others, but I actually like that for Scottie Scheffler because I think the best players play really well when the conditions are the most difficult. 2 under par is all I need for Scheffler. He's going to need it given where he is right now. He's 3 strokes back. Justin Rose was awesome. He's at 7 under. Connors is at 4. Scheffler's at 4. Oberg is at 4. He's going to need to shoot 2 under or better, I think, to make sure he's, in the top 5 going towards the weekend, being in the final group on Thursday, on Saturday, and on Sunday for round 3. Bryson DeChambeau is right there. Most Masters champions after round 1 have been within 4 strokes of the leader. I mean, that's Rose, Connors, Scheffler, Oberg, Hatton, and DeChambeau. Generally speaking, history would tell you that the winner of this tournament comes out of that 7 golfers. We'll see. But I think you're going to see a good version of Scottie Scheffler here. We're going to bet under 70.5 for Scottie Scheffler. Score for round 2 for Scottie here for 1.15 units. And finally, the A's are at home up against the New York Mets. The total is 10. Baseball's not stupid. Books aren't dumb. They're going to go right here and jack this thing up high. Canning against JP Sears. Mets are favored. Total's 10. Books are going to see under bets. It was 9, and last time out, it went to 10, and it was a 2-1 final. However, here's the difference. The Mets score, and the Mets have a lineup that really hasn't hit its stride yet offensively. Like, we know that Juan Soto is going to have a killer year for this team, but they really haven't seen much of it in terms of power. I mean, Alonso's got 3 home runs. Soto has 1. He has 1 home run. He's batting .279 with 9 walks, 19 total bases, but only 1 home run. Only 4 doubles, no triples, 12 hits, and 43 at-bats for Juan Soto. He's due to have a crazy game, like a 2 home run, 5 RBI game. The A's are hitting a ton of home runs. Like, the A's are scoring, and they're not just a pushover offensively. Like, they can score. So I think both teams get after it coming up here tonight on offense. The total being 10. Again, the books are going to keep on pushing this thing higher and higher. It was 9 at open. It's 10 now. I'm just going to bet the over at 10. Again, I know the 2-1 final happened, but if you look at the A's schedule, and they are 1-5 at home, and I do think you look at a win for the Mets here today, part of a moneyline parlay, but the final scores have been 18-3, 7-4, 10-2, 5-4, 10-4, 2-1. Okay? 5-1 to the over. Over 10. A's hosting the Mets. Let's get this Mets offense to score a bunch of runs here, and some home runs continue to come for the A's. Let's go over. All right, so our bets for today. Second round head-to-head, Schwartzel over Homa at -122. Scottie Scheffler under 70.5 score for round number 2. And the A's and the Mets over 10 runs to be scored at -112. Those are the plays for us here on a Friday. We've had a very good week. Let's keep it rolling here on a Friday. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt every single morning, wherever you guys get your podcasts. It is the Daily Juice.